We've been touring the Kotor region of Montenegro for the past 6 days, and what an adventure it's been. We're on to our last day, and for our final hurrah, we want to show you 2 locations you must not miss if you visit this beautiful Balkan state. The first stop on our road trip is the stunning seaside town of Herceg Novi, situated about an hour's drive away from Kotor. So join us for some more gorgeous coastline, impressive architecture, and of course, some delicious food. Parking was a bit difficult to navigate at first, as there was free roadside parking, but all spaces were taken up by locals or visitors. So the next best option was for paid parking just outside the centre of town. Once parked up, there was only a 10-minute walk to the waterfront.
Now this is a nice coastline, isn't it?
The coastline here is honestly so stunning. We walked about 1.2 kilometres along the promenade from Beach Topla to Fort Citadella, which is the collapsed fort outside of the Old Town. And after taking in all of the Old Town, it was time for a spot of lunch.
Stick on. Is this the first time you've eaten spaghetti?
It's when I lean over. I could do it if I wasn't leaning over.
Wow, that's the last time you tried my spaghetti.
Once our lunch had settled, we headed back to the car for our next journey along the Bay of Kotor. This was our first time hiring a car and driving abroad, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it to make the most of these stunning views. The drivers can sometimes be a bit reckless in Montenegro, and only few people stick to the speed limit, but most of the roads around Kotor are well maintained and it is still relatively safe. So here's our next location, which is Perast. So parking at Perast was a bit of a nightmare compared to Herceg Novi. We ended up parking on the side of a highway, but thankfully the road wasn't particularly too busy. So Perast is famous for two small islands just off its coast, housing St George's Monastery and Our Lady of the Rocks. But it was getting a bit late in the day, and only the private boats were available, being advertised for about €20 per person. Hence, we didn't really bother sailing out. But whether you're coming for the charming islands or the stunning beauty of the old town, Perast is definitely worth a visit if you're in the Bay of Kotor. After a pleasant walk in the late afternoon in Perast, we headed back to Kotor to enjoy our last evening in the old town. One thing we really wanted to do was recycle our used bottles at the food dispenser in the car park. And we managed to bag a second night at this amazing pasta bar. So if you're looking for a sun-kissed adventure on the Adriatic coast that won't break the bank compared to other destinations on the Mediterranean, then Kotor and Montenegro might be the answer for you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more upcoming adventures in Europe and Asia and beyond.